Signs. We're here today in Cardiff, Wales to talk a little bit to Rod Hill of Morgan Signs about their entry into digital signage, which is something a little bit unusual for a traditional sign maker or even a traditional print-based company. So Rod, tell us a little bit about Morgan Signs, where you've come from, how long you've been established.
Morgan Signs has been set up about 16 years, part of a larger stonemasonry company. Started from small beginnings, just me and a vinyl cutter, and slowly worked our way up. We haven't gone like a bullet at a gate. We've slowly sort of expanded over the years, sort of built our portfolio and breadth of knowledge and industry experience, taken on key people in the right areas, and taken a very design-led approach to the sign industry.
So very much traditional roots, if you like, in terms of sign making. Quite unusual to see this sort of thing coming from a traditional sign maker. Tell us a little bit more about your entry into digital signage and how that's grown and what it means to your business.
We've got a huge product range. We work in every market sector. We do education, healthcare, leisure, you name it. We haven't cut ourselves out in any particular market. So we provide signage for wayfinding, for information, for advertising purposes. And digital signage is the sort of next step, really, that we don't see it as something separate to our product or a different type of offering. It just fits into what we do. Putting a screen in makes that offering a bit more dynamic.
Okay. So it's a complementary offering rather
Absolutely.
than a seismic shift.
Yes.
And what sort of challenges did it bring to the business in terms of, were there any particularly new skill sets you needed to acquire, or?
In the early days, it was about 4 or 5 years ago that we started looking seriously at digital signage, and it was slightly a black art in those days. It's come on leaps and bounds. There's lots more vendors on the market. Screens have come down considerably in cost, so it's no longer the difficult proposition that perhaps it was. The software used to be extremely complicated. You used to have to set up servers, and the distribution of the content across the network was difficult. These days it shouldn't be looked on as anything that's problematic.
What does it mean to your business in terms of, is it taking over, or does it represent a large part of your
it's still, I guess, 10-15% of our output as far as signage and graphics is concerned. I can see it set to increase without a doubt, purely because of the proposition is becoming more affordable to people. Screens are definitely more affordable than they used to be, and the signage hardware players themselves.
Talking of the hardware, we've got a unit here. Tell us, where's this going? Where's it destined for?
This is actually going to Wales Millennium Centre. This is a 46-inch portrait advertising display. It's an industrial grade screen, designed obviously for digital signage to run 24/7. It's got a hardware player inside, an industrial grade PC with Windows 7 Professional embedded on it, and we've loaded it up with Signage Live, which is our preferred software for digital signage. They can sit in an office either in the centre or at a remote location and update it whenever they like.
Are you guys getting involved in some of that content production, or is it more
absolutely.
the system, or?
No, I think that's where, as a sign maker, we fit into the digital signage arena very well, because the digital signage pie is split up into the software, the distribution, the content production, the installation, the hardware side of it. We've got men in vans that can go and fit screens. We can pull cables. The technical side of the AV is not. You don't have to be huge in-depth knowledge of the AV side of things, and so we do the content, we do the software installation, the hardware installation, and we pretty much managed all aspects of a project.
Well, so you heard it here first. That's digital signage from a traditional sign maker, expanding the portfolio. Rod, thank you very much for taking us through that. Really interesting to see, and great to see the units as well. Thanks again, Rod.
No problem.